Okay, now we just solved this problem right over here. We kind of did it in two different ways. This piece over here was sort of if we had distributed first, so we got a little side example there. But we just solved this example where we solved 5 times the quantity of sine theta plus 1 equals 5 on the interval 0 to 2 pi. In part B, we want to solve that same thing, but we want to solve for all radian solutions. So this is more of an infinite number of solutions. And up here, this was finite. We had a countable list of solutions. We had two answers. We had theta equals 0, and we had theta equals pi. To do part B, to get all the infinite solutions, you have to know how to do part A. Okay, sequential, it builds on itself. Now, what we have to do is not only do I want 0, which is the angle right over there, I want every other angle that lands at 0. So how much do I have to add to 0 to overlap and land in that same place or to be coterminal? How much do we have to add to go all the way around the circle in radians?
2 pi.
2 pi, right. And then we could add it once, we could add it twice, 3 times, 4 times, 100 times. We could subtract it a dozen times. We could subtract it 200 times, 1 time. We could add or subtract it 0 times. So we put an n next to it and we say that n is an element, that's a symbol for element of the set of integers. Z, this little symbol for z, so I'll put this here on the side. Just a reminder, we talked about it in class today. This over here is the set of integers. That's just the symbol that we use. And the integers are ... -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, ... So any of those numbers going on, and that's what lets us add or subtract this 2 pi however many times, and it basically says that every angle that lands right there. Then we're going to do the same thing for this. Theta equals pi. I could do the same thing plus 2 pi n. And then maybe I just take this and I'll circle it and I'll say it goes with both answers. However, do you girls see that you can take these two answers and we can consolidate them into one this time? We can't always do that, but I can actually take these two equations and compact it together into one equation and hit all the answers that overlap 0 and all the answers that overlap pi. How can I combine them into one equation? What could I change? Do you think you know, or do you think you're confused?
Confused.
Okay, so look again, ready? I could say, all right, I want everything here and everything that overlaps, either that way or that way. But I also want everything here and everything that overlaps it again, or this way, overlap, boom, boom, coterminal. How far apart is this going this way to get here? How far apart in angles, in radians? Is it from 0 to pi? How far apart are they? Just pi, right? The distance and the angle size to get from here to here is just pi, right?
Yes.
Okay, but what about to go this way, to go from here to here?
2 pi.
Well, just this part.
Oh.
The whole thing is 2 pi. If this is pi on top, then the whole bottom is also pi, right?
Yes.
So instead of adding, take one answer and do 2 pi, 2 pi, 2 pi, another answer, 2 pi, 2 pi, 2 pi, I could take one answer. So I could say, let theta equal 0, pick one, doesn't matter which one, I'm gonna pick 0. And instead of doing for this one plus 2 pi n, a full circle, I could add a little bit less. How much could I add? Boom, and hit an answer. Add it again. Boom, answer. Again, and again, and again. So instead of adding 2 pi, how much could I add instead?
Pi.
Yeah, just 1 pi or pi. Pi n, and same thing, n is an integer. So I'll just rewrite it one more time for this one. Then I took my 2 answers and I combined them into 1 answer right there. So you could either do 2 answers like in orange over here, or we can do 2 answers like that, or we could just do 1 answer like this, and it says the same thing. Okay, does that make sense?
Yes.
So we start here and we go there and we hit it. Go there, bam. And now we have all our answers covered from that, okay? So that is part B, basically, finding all radian answers as it's called a general solution for this equation here. I'm gonna go over here. This is called a general solution. If you understand, give it a thumbs up. And if you don't understand and need more help, give the video a thumbs down. And it's for you, so you know what things you need to study again. And it's for me, so I know what things you guys need more help with. All right? Have a good day.